Welcome to this deep dive. Today we're tackling something pretty big, a real shift in how digital products get made.
Yeah, we're talking about the intersection of artificial intelligence, AI, and user experience design, or UX.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how AI isn't just, sci-fi anymore.
Not at all. It's becoming a really practical toolkit. It's actively reshaping how we even think about designing user-focused experiences.
Absolutely. And if you, listening right now, want to get beyond just understanding this, if you really want to be sort of at the forefront,
Then yeah, this is definitely for you.
we're going to break down the key ways AI is shaking up UX and look at some real actionable strategies you can use. How to bring AI into your design work for, well, better results.
And it's important to connect this to the bigger picture, too. Getting a handle on this integration. It's not just nice to have anymore.
No.
No, it's becoming essential for businesses that want to stay competitive, really gain that edge.
Right. And related to that, we'll also touch on the AI plus UX designer certification later on. Think of it as a structured way to get the skills you need.
Skills to really leverage AI effectively.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
To boost your creativity, maybe automate some of those repetitive tasks,
Oh, definitely.
and ultimately create those really tailored user experiences everyone's aiming for.
Which, raises the question, how do you actually get these skills? Systematically, I mean.
And that's where something like the certification comes in. It provides that framework, that path for understanding and actually applying AI in a UX context. We'll explore that more.
Good, because the practical application is key.
Totally. It's set up in modules, starting with the basics, the foundations of AI,
Uh-huh.
and then it gets progressively more hands-on. Looking at AI for content, for user research, visual design, even using advanced AI tools.
Sounds comprehensive.
Okay, so let's dive deeper. How is AI fundamentally changing the day-to-day work of a UX designer?
Well, one interesting development is how AI is starting to pick up some of the more, let's say, routine tasks.
Like what?
Things like the initial stages of wireframing or creating very basic prototypes.
Yeah.
Now, this kind of automation, it's not about making designers obsolete. Not at all.
Right, that's a common fear.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's more about freeing up their time, their mental energy.
So they can focus on the bigger picture stuff, the strategic thinking, the really creative problem solving.
Precisely. And then you have machine learning, which is basically training computers on data to find patterns and deep learning. These let us understand user behavior on a much, much deeper level.
Deeper how?
It enables a kind of personalization in design that just wasn't really possible before, not at scale anyway.
Can you give us a concrete example? How does that actually play out?
Sure, imagine AI tools sifting through huge amounts of user interaction data.
Okay, like clicks, scroll patterns.
Exactly. Clicks, navigation paths, how long people spend looking at certain things on a page. AI can quickly spot trends and preferences, things a human might easily miss in all that noise.
Right. Hidden patterns.
Hidden patterns, yeah. And these data-driven insights then feed directly back into the design decisions. The result, interfaces that just feel more intuitive, more customized to what individual users actually need or want.
So we're moving past just making educated guesses about users.
In many ways, yes. It's about grounding design decisions in large-scale, actual behavioral data.
Makes sense.
And it goes beyond just analysis. AI is also streamlining the interaction design itself. Things like AI-powered chatbots handling common questions efficiently, or design automation tools speeding up repetitive tasks. It all adds up to a faster, more efficient design process overall.
All right, so AI is clearly, well, making waves within UX specifically. Let's zoom out a bit. What about the wider business world? AI adoption is pretty widespread now, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. If you look globally, the numbers are quite interesting. North America currently has the biggest slice of the AI market, about 28.8%.
Yeah.
But Asia Pacific is right behind, very close, at 25%. And Europe's significant, too, at 24.3%.
So it's pretty distributed across the major developed regions.
It is. And importantly, we're seeing really strong growth in places like Latin America and the Middle East, too. So it's definitely a global trend. AI adoption is happening everywhere.
That points to a really broad impact. What's the main driver behind businesses in all these different regions jumping on the AI bandwagon?
It really boils down to two main things: innovation and efficiency.
Okay.
AI is fantastic at automating routine stuff, which, like we said, for designers, frees up people for more complex strategic work.
Right.
It also seriously boosts decision-making. AI can process and analyze massive data sets way faster and often more accurately than humans can.
Finding those insights again.
Exactly. And tying it back to our focus, it allows for that personalization of user experiences on a scale that was just unthinkable before.
So if a business is smart about integrating AI, they're getting a real leg up on the competition.
That's definitely a key takeaway. They gain a noticeable advantage.
And this is where UX designers become crucial.
Absolutely vital. They're the ones who understand both the users and how to use these powerful AI tools to create those really personalized, user-centric digital experiences. Experiences that ultimately drive customer loyalty and, well, business success.
It sounds like a really dynamic and honestly quite a critical role moving forward.
It really is.
Now, thinking about some of the everyday hurdles UX designers face, things like making sure designs are accessible for everyone, or efficiently prototyping, or keeping designs consistent across different devices, how does AI help with those specific challenges?
Yeah, those are great examples of where AI offers practical help. Take accessibility. AI algorithms can analyze user data to get a really fine-grained understanding of different user needs and behaviors. This allows for personalization that can actually make the experience better for a wider range of users automatically, including those with specific accessibility requirements.
So it's making things more tailored and potentially more inclusive simultaneously.
That's the idea. Plus, there are AI tools emerging now that can specifically scan designs for accessibility problems.
Really? Like an automated accessibility checker.
Sort of, yeah. They check against established standards, like WCAG, and often give concrete suggestions for fixing issues. This can save designers a huge amount of time and effort in making sure their work is usable by as many people as possible.
That's a massive benefit. What about prototyping? That can be such a time sink, especially with lots of iterations.
Right. And AI is making big strides there, too. It can automate the creation of initial prototypes, maybe based on some basic requirements you feed it, or even by analyzing existing user flows.
Wow. So generating draft designs automatically.
Essentially, yes. It lets designers get something visual quickly, test concepts faster. This speed is super valuable when you're under pressure, needing to iterate rapidly based on feedback.
So AI isn't just analyzing and advising, it's actually getting involved in the making and testing parts of design now. That feels like a significant shift.
It is a very powerful one.
Looking down the road then,
Mm-hmm.
how do you see AI's role in UX continuing to change? What's next?
Well, one really interesting path is how AI is integrating more and more with other emerging tech.
Like what?
We're already seeing early examples of AI combined with augmented reality AR and virtual reality VR, and also with much smarter voice interfaces.
You can easily imagine how that could lead to, wow, much more immersive, more natural ways for users to interact with technology.
Exactly, more intuitive interactions, and the influence of machine learning, especially predictive analytics, will just keep growing. Meaning systems that can anticipate user needs and customize experiences in real time, adapting on the fly based on context and behavior. That leads to interactions that feel incredibly engaging and, well, just right.
It definitely paints a picture of a much more dynamic, personalized future for UX. So, okay, someone listening is probably thinking, right, I get it, this is important. How do I actually start using AI in my design work? What are some practical first steps?
Good question. The absolute first step, and maybe the most critical, is to really look at your current design process. Identify specific spots where AI could actually make a difference.
Okay, find the pain points or opportunity.
Exactly. Could AI speed up your prototyping? Could it help analyze all that qualitative feedback from user interviews or surveys? Could you use it to personalize certain design elements? Find those leverage points first.
Start targeted, not just jumping on every AI tool out there.
Precisely. Then step 2 is you absolutely have to stay informed. The landscape of AI tools and trends is changing constantly.
It really is. Feels like every week there's something new.
It does. So get familiar with platforms, maybe like Adobe Sensei, see what it can do. Explore generative AI like DAL or Midjourney, not just for images, but think about how they might help with brainstorming or content ideas.
So continuous learning is key.
Non-negotiable, really. And finally, collaboration is vital.
How so?
You need to work closely with people from other teams, data scientists, AI specialists, developers, product managers, making sure AI is integrated thoughtfully, ethically. That requires diverse perspectives. It leads to better processes and better results for the actual user.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just a designer's tool in isolation. Now, we've mentioned the AI plus UX designer certification a few times. Can you give us a bit more detail on what's actually inside that program? What would someone learn?
Sure. It's built around 8 core modules. Module 1, Foundations of AI and Design, that's your starting point. Understanding AI's impact, how it can boost creativity, automate things, personalize experiences, the
Yeah,
basics.
got it. The groundwork.
Right. Module 2, AI Tools and Technologies for Designers, gets practical, hands-on with specific tools that streamline workflows and make you more efficient.
Okay.
Module 3 is AI-assisted content creation and strategy, how AI helps create better content and develop smarter, data-backed content strategies.
Interesting. Content, too.
Yep. Module 4, Leveraging AI for User Research, focuses on using AI to automate data collection and analysis, getting those deeper user behavior insights we talked about.
Uh-huh.
Module 5, AI for Visual Design and Prototyping. That's about speeding up prototyping, using AI to refine visuals based on feedback, enabling faster design cycles.
Right. The speed factor again.
Definitely. Module 6, Personalization and Adaptation, dives deep into using AI for those real-time tailored experiences that adapt to users, boosting engagement and satisfaction.
The core personalization piece.
Exactly. Module 7, Future Trends, looks ahead. AR, VR, voice interfaces, what's coming next, and how AI fits in for UX UI.
Keeping an eye on the horizon.
Essential. And finally, Module 8, Implementing AI, brings it all together. Practical knowledge on how to actually integrate AI into your design process effectively for innovative results.
Wow, that sounds incredibly thorough. It really covers the spectrum from foundational knowledge to practical application and future thinking.
That's the goal, to provide a really well-rounded skill set.
Now, shifting slightly, how can whole organizations get ready for this AI-driven future? That's where AICerts comes in, right? Helping bridge some gaps.
Exactly. AICerts focuses on helping both individuals and organizations navigate the, let's face it, often complex world of AI adoption.
What are the typical challenges businesses face?
Common ones include skill shortages, just not having enough people who understand and can use AI effectively, and also the complexity around managing and actually using large data sets properly.
Right, data can be overwhelming.
It can. So AI Certs provides targeted training to fill those gaps. Our certification programs, like the AI plus UX Designer one, are specifically built to give professionals the expertise they need.
Expertise to confidently integrate AI into their work.
Yes, improving their own processes, boosting their careers, but also helping build that AI-ready culture within their organizations.
So it's about empowering individuals, which then strengthens the whole organization's capability.
Precisely. We want to cultivate a workforce that's not just aware of AI, but genuinely proficient in applying it to solve real design problems.
Well, this has been incredibly enlightening. A really thorough look at AI and UX, where it is now and where it's headed. For everyone listening who's feeling motivated, ready to, take the next step, what's the call to action?
If you're serious about advancing your career, about becoming an AI-powered UX designer who really stands out, I strongly suggest you check out the AI plus UX designer certification.
Why that specifically?
Because getting hands-on experience with the latest AI tools and techniques is what will equip you to create those truly innovative user-first products that make a difference in a crowded market.
So, for those ready to embrace this shift, the path is pretty clear.
It is. Visit AICerts. Start that journey towards mastering AI within UX design. It's about taking that step to become a leader in this space, someone who's actively shaping what user experience looks like tomorrow.
So maybe the final thought for you, the listener, is this. Consider how your unique understanding both of deep user needs and the potential of artificial intelligence can position you right at the cutting edge of this whole exciting evolution.